Hello, that's Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm the big.
This is our review of the NECA Ultimate Kessler Wolf from... What are you laughing about?
You gotta keep that in.
The Ultimate Kessler Wolf from American Werewolf in London, which is an awesome movie. And continuing the latest trend of finding horror figures from NECA very late. I got this one very late. I used to be able to order them on eBay or Amazon directly from NECA. They quit doing that, and now I just gotta hope I find them somewhere. But I found this, or where the hell did I get this one? Big Bad Toy Store shipped it. But at least I got it. But,
yeah, we live in an area where finding things in store is unlikely.
But that's a cool box. I want that to be red. More red than that. Even if it's not accurate to the cover or anything, I want it to be red. I don't know why. But that's a cool picture. Nice picture of the wolf and the two friends.
It's even got the little X from the PlayStation controller at the bottom.
Oh yeah. You got to keep clear of the moors. Beware of the dirty whores. And there's a nice picture of the figure there. Some more pictures of the figure in the back. There you can read a description. David and Jack. I can never remember their names.
That's a big old mouth.
But I can never remember lots of people's names. I
I
can remember
my own name.
I can remember the name of all of my action figures and G.I. Joes and everything, but I can't remember people's names. But yep, the flap opens up, and then you can see the wolf, and he's big. I didn't realize he was so big. I've seen pictures of him, I've seen reviews, but once you see him in person, it's like, holy crap, he's a big ass wolf. She's one of them big ass wolves.
Actually, compared to the rest of him, his ass is kind of small.
Well, why does he look so black on the box? Must just be the lighting, but he looks really black on there. But when in there, he's definitely brown. I don't know. Maybe it's just the lighting. But there's a cool picture of him there. And there he is in there. Well, let's get him out. There's the background. That's cool. I actually looked and says, what, they put the alley for the background? I'm like, yep, it is.
It is the alley.
But that makes sense. That's pretty memorable. The final scene of the movie. Okay, so there he is, all opened up. And he is insane. With his fur detail and his crazy looking angry wolf face. So many little wrinkles and his snarling teeth and gums, and it looks so cool. I think I got a crooked eyeballs on this head though.
A little bit.
Yeah. What the hell? He's got some really wonky eyes. Looks like I'm gonna have to fix that. Well, this one looks it's a little off too.
Tiny bit off, but not as bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix both of them.
You can't tell unless you're looking straight at him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely not as bad as this one. I mean, this one would be fine from the side, but...
And then you can see both eyes. It's not good.
No. I always get the messed up figures, it seems like. Yeah, there's so much fur detail on him, it's ridiculous. What's with this little tiny bit of glossiness right there? It's just a tiny bit of glossiness right there. In his...
Oh, I see it.
That's weird.
I wonder if it's because of that rubbery plastic.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, he is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've seen our review of the American Werewolf in London Nightmare Demons, we had issues with the joints breaking. And so now I'm a little worried. Is this joint's going to break if I can be very careful. I have to heat him up. His all my cat was just noticing there's various glossy spots. They're just, I don't know if you can see them on camera, but just random little spots on his fur.
I think maybe he's supposed to be like damp, like wet.
Yeah, maybe.
Because wasn't it, I can't remember, but wasn't it rainy when they were running around?
I don't know.
Or like foggy or something?
Something. Yeah, he's really cool, even with his wonky eyes. I like how his teeth and gums are all glossy.
Yeah, his mouth looks really good.
Mm-hmm. And that black stuff. What is that lips looking thing that dogs have? Goes around their mouth. Is it just called lips?
Lips, yeah.
Is it called that? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's all glossy. A lot of sculpted detail on the hanging fur there too. It's pretty crazy.
And it's cool that this is like a little rubbery piece that moves around so he can move his head better.
Yeah.
I noticed that when we were getting them out. You know what's a weird detail that I really like?
What?
Is his hocks in the back. How they have this part that doesn't have fur on it on the hawk.
Yeah.
I just think that looks cool.
Mm-hmm. Really went crazy on this guy. You can even see like ribs and stuff through the fur, which is cool. Got a little teeny tiny tail.
He's a bunny tail.
I seriously never
legs.
even noticed what his tail was like in the movie, so I guess this is probably what it's like.
I don't think they really show his butt that much.
No, I don't think so either. What's this? Okay, I don't know what that was. Little piece of paint.
Yeah, all that fur. It looks so good.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty impressive. I really want to switch this head though. I like this head a lot. I'm not sure which one I prefer, but I want to switch it. And there's what he looks like when you take his head off, and this. You could just put it on like that.
Tree trunk neck.
That's what dogs and cats look like sometimes when they get shaved around the neck at a vet. And there he is with the alternate head, with a big snarling mouth. That looks really cool. Looks like there's blood all over his teeth.
Honestly, I don't know which head I like more either. They're pretty equal.
Yeah. Definitely straight on. Gotta fix them eyes. That is. And how does someone paint those and think, good enough?
I'm just picturing them like assembly line style. They grab one and put the 2 black dots and then throw it in a box, like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
They're just like doing tons of them.
Maybe they have one guy do the left eye and one guy do the right eye, so they don't even pay attention with the other. But I do like that head. I like the tongue. Looks like there's blood all in his mouth. Top of his mouth looks cool. All those different teeth in there.
I think, even though I like how it is, I think it'll look even cooler if you put some blood for the blood god on it.
Yeah. I might do that. I really want to stand him up. Even though he doesn't stand up in the movie, I just want to stand him up and see what it looks like.
Dude, even the inside of his mouth looks so cool and detailed. Look
I was
on the
just
mouth.
saying this.
I was in my own world. I wasn't listening.
Okay, I'm going to stand him up on his back feet, even though he don't do that. Yeah, he's not really wanting to do that. I just want to see how tall you can get him, but it looks like his...
It looks so good.
Yeah. I thought maybe you could bend these a little more straight, but you can't really. So that's about as tall as I think you can get him. But I just want to see what it looked like. And his head doesn't look down, so it'd have to be like he was howling up into the air or something. But, yeah, I was just curious. I just can't get over all of his fur detail. Mm-hmm. Whoever sculpted this must have had a really tedious time.
Like even the butt fur and the fur in his crotch, how it has like the little ridge going down. It's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And the hanging fur, like we were saying, is just...
On Betty, yeah.
And then, of course, it gets smooth. The fur goes away down around his toes. He's got his big old yellowish claws.
Oh, I wanted to say I also like the fact that they made this whole part, his torso is like slightly rubbery.
Yeah.
So he can bend better. It looks more natural.
Mm-hmm. But I want to do articulation, but these joints are very, very tight. They don't want to move, and like I said, I don't want it to snap like the Nightmare Demons did.
So we're going to hairdryer him.
Okay, heated him up. Got his joints moving. And you can see he's squatted down a lot further, which I really like that you can do that. But as for articulation, his head goes all around. Pretty good for what it is. I mean, if certain angles, if you look at it from that angle, it looks kind of odd, but still I'm happy with that articulation. Reminds me a lot of like Chewbacca from the Black Series. And then up here at the shoulder area, go way out. Go up, not that you would ever have a reason to do that.
You're swiping at somebody.
Yeah. Go straight. Further than 90 degrees. You can spin there. Then right here is a joint. And then I can spin there too. Then there's like toe articulation. Then right here at the torso, spin up and down a little bit. Go like that. Then back at the hips. You do a little split. Like that. Right here was where it was really stuck. And spin. Right there, then move, then spin. And then down at the ankle. And you can spin there too. So, yep. For a wolf-like character on all fours, this articulation is pretty good, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's more than I expected.
Yeah. There he is next to some other four-legged dog-like creatures.
We have very similar body shape.
It's the terror dogs. I think that's what they're called, terror dogs, from Ghostbusters. They got a weird shaped body when you look at the side. At least the figures do. But from the front, they all look pretty cool together. Yeah, face to face, they got a funny little body. And there's the Kessler Wolf next to the Mezco Wolfman. I don't have NECA's Ultimate Wolfman yet. I haven't found it yet. Like I said, I'm having trouble finding horror figures. At least the new releases. I can always find the older ones. They're all over the place at Target and Walmart. But the recent ones, they're hard to find. But this is an older Mezco Wolfman from the remake movie. Was that Benicio del Toro, I think, played him? I've never seen it. But I like the figure. But yeah, he's a werewolf that stands on his back feet. And also he has that short snout like the original Wolfman had. I prefer a big old snout like that on a werewolf. But sometimes this way could be cool. And there's the Kessler Wolf next to the creature replica Horror Hound werewolf.
Horror Hound?
Horror. It's always hard for me to say horror. Horror. It just sounds like I'm saying a whore. Horror.
Are you a whore or what?
Yeah, he's like some kind of Frankenstein zombie werewolf stitched back together, but his guts are hanging out in his ribs. But he's really cool. Another werewolf that stands on his back feet. Got a big long snout. But he's got the zombie face. He doesn't have the little black nose.
Yeah, he's way more transformed. Wolfman.
Yeah, he's a little messed up. And there he is next to the creature replica Louisiana Rougarou. I don't think we ever posted that video. I don't think we did a video of him, but I just never edited it and posted it. But I just remember he kept saying Rougarou, Rougarou.
It's a fun word.
It is. But look at this little bunny tail. He's got a bunny tail too, just a different type of bunny tail.
That looks more like a goat tail.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a cool one. Yet again, another standing on his back 2 feet. Big long snout. And he's got movable jaw, which is cool.
Even though he's standing up, he looks very wolf-like.
Yeah. Well, his ears move too. Yeah, I like him. And there's the Kessler Werewolf next to the Nightmare Demons. I did originally have 2. And I was thinking, well, that's about all I'm going to get. Until Fu Manchu messaged me and said, look, we just found some on clearance for $15. That's half off. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll go check my Walmart. Well, they didn't have any. They were all gone. And then he sent me a package of stuff recently, and 2 of them were in there with a little $15 clearance tag on them. But that's really cool. This time I opened them up. I didn't even try to bend their joints. I just went and heated them up with the hairdryer immediately before I tried to move anything. And now they should all be good, unless they get stuck in place again over time.
We already broke 2. We don't need to break anymore.
It is really cool having all 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks, Fu. Now we can display them next to the Kessler Wolf. Even though they're just a dream and he's supposed to be in the real world.
This is actually the first time I've seen all 4 of them standing together. In person.
Yeah. Well, it kind of is for me, too. I stuck them up on the shelf in a big group, but I didn't. They're behind a little barrier, so you couldn't see them all the way. So this is the first time I've seen them all standing out, so I could see them all.
They look really good as a group.
Yeah. Now we need like 80 more of them with all different. Just there'd be some of the same heads over and over, but be a whole army of werewolf transforming people. There he is riding him, just because.
That's disrespectful.
No, it isn't. And there's a Kessler Wolf next to another werewolf, Kurt Russell, from The Thing, with his mane and beard.
They both have very luxurious hair.
Yeah. I can see them hiding in the back room in Antarctica combing each other's fur. And there's Kessler Wolf next to a couple other Ultimate NECA horror figures. Part 7 Jason and the Halloween Kills Michael Myers. And here's Sam from Trick or Treat, because there's a werewolf, or a group of werewolves in his movie. So maybe he knows them werewolves. And he can talk werewolf to him.
I feel like we need to stick somebody's head in his mouth. Because it's big enough for a head to go in it.
Not his head.
Not his head, no.
It's Bill Burr's head. And there's Kessler getting revenge on the Nightmare Demon for killing his family and him in his nightmare.
It makes me really happy that you fit somebody's whole head in his mouth.
Yeah. I'm gonna get poked right in the eye.
He looks kind of happy about it, though.
Okay. So, I like this figure a lot. The only gripe that I have is just the crossed eyes, or goofy, wonky eyes, especially on the open mouth head, and a little bit on the closed mouth head. But other than that, I like him a lot.
Yeah, and the wonky eyes, it's like, we can fix that, but there's plenty of people that wouldn't know how to fix it, you know what I mean, or have the skills.
Yeah, the fur detail is just insane all over his body. And especially that hanging fur I like a lot. And the paint and everything is really cool.
Mm-hmm. And that mouth.
Yeah. The mouth's really well done. And the articulation is pretty good for this type of figure. And just the expressions on both the faces with all the wrinkles and snarling, and it just looks so cool. Kind of want to put little drips coming out of his mouth with blood or
oh, that would be
drool or
cool.
something. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with them. And I hope NECA makes more from the movie. I'm not sure if they're going to, but you mentioned that in the Nightmare Demons video, that they could make his friend Jack in various zombie deteriorating
States.
yeah. Or even mid-transformation Kessler. And it would even be cool just to have Kessler and Jack, but I don't know if they would do that, just because they're plain ordinary figures. Although they have made like Laurie Strode and stuff, so I don't know. Maybe they would.
We'll make him ride on himself.
Yeah. But yep, I'm pretty impressed with this figure. I like him a lot. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm double cat.
Thanks for watching. Come back. No. Good doggy. Good doggy. No. Come on. Please. I'll find you some food. If you just... Please. No. 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 Please don't eat me. Don't. Please. What the? Oh, poor guy. It's okay, boy.